Want to integrate a new software program into your business? Here's exactly how to do it. So, you've decided to get on board and build a new software program into your business, or that next game-changing app. However, there's only one issue. Your dream software costs a bit more than what you've budgeted for. Relax, there's a way. Hi, I'm Matt from Spring Digital. We help organizations accelerate their growth using innovative digital products and technologies. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can do the same. Ultimately, there are several ways which you can reduce software development costs without losing the quality in that product that you're after. Let's start by looking at what quality actually means in software development. Most of the time, the word quality is used to describe how a customer rates a product, or perhaps how many bugs there are at a specific point in time. But quality means so much more. A quality product should have a well thought out design, be logical, intuitive to use, and do precisely what the user is expected to, and it should do it every single time. Consider this. Some of your most loved apps and software products spend 50% of their budget working out the best way to get the users to engage with their product. So, what does this mean for you? Let's look at the fundamentals of choosing the right software product without sacrificing quality. Number one, project scope. Quite often, the first and easiest way to shave costs off your software program is to come back to an understanding of your project scope. Now, as an ambitious founder, you're probably thinking that everything that you've added into the scope is necessary, and any loss of feature will mean losing out on quality. Now, sadly, this is the first assumption I see so many people get wrong so often. Let me put it this way. 5 exceptional features are far better than 10 average ones. You're better off working out, from your scope, what is necessary against what's just nice to have. Here's a pro tip for you. If you can't decide what features you need, go out and survey 10 to 15 people who are ideally your target market. Ask them to rate the features on a scale of 1 to 10. You'll quickly see what's important, and who better to help define this than the people who are most likely to use it. This brings me to my next point. Number 2, market research. Researching your target market is an exercise you can never do enough of. Understanding the potential needs, wants, and pain points of your future users is a critical step in product development. With your costs in hand, you'll now be better able to ask questions and get greater insight into the value of various features will actually bring to your product. Let's look at a real world example. A nice easy one for you, the login and sign up scenario. In this case, your project scope will include login and sign up via email and password combination, and maybe even some social sign-in like Facebook, Apple, or Google. For that feature, you're looking at a $15,000 budget. Now, of course, you want to make it easy for your customers to sign up, but some deeper market research might uncover that your target market is actually just fine using email and passwords for now. Sure, social sign-in would be great, but it's not something that will make them not sign up at all. This gives you an immediate way to save money straight off the bat. There you go, $5,000 saved. Let's look at number 3, technology. Now, this one's a little bit more difficult to explain because the software and app market is very broad by way of technology, so we won't go into too much detail on the options in this video. But your chosen technology may affect 20 to 30% of your budget, especially when certain technologies are more complex and time-consuming than others. Simply put, for this one, ask your developer if there are any more cost-saving technologies that we can use without compromising quality. Now, this will take a fairly honest and open discussion with your developer or vendor, given their vested interest is to get your business. If you can navigate that, well done. So if you're not sure on what project technology is best, drop your comments below or send me a message and I can provide you with some guidance. Moving on to number 4 now, providing clear requirements. The detail and quality of your requirements will directly relate to the quality of your software. As a general rule, when quoting software projects, where developers see ambiguity, it will usually come with greater time, cost, and effort estimates. It's not personal, they just don't know how long it'll take them. So they don't want to disappoint you later. This is a concept we call padding. One conversation you can have with your vendor is asking this simple yet very powerful question. What are the 3 features or systems that you have the most confusion or ambiguity around? No doubt, they'll be quickly able to identify 3 or 4 areas where they're 80% or less sure of how they'll build that feature or solve that problem. If not, another approach is to ask clarification questions about how some of the larger features or areas you think there might be some ambiguity around. For example, can you explain to me your understanding of feature X? Talking through and workshopping those features with them will often lead to cost savings because you're making the unknown known. As a result, this will actually increase the quality of your project. So that's a double win for you. Finally, number 5, bugs and testing, which is done through software testing. Unfortunately, software testing is one of those things that usually goes on the chopping block first to save money. The thinking behind that is businesses assume they don't need that much testing in the first place. Why pay for what you can do yourself and save money, right? Not quite. Cutting from your testing budget will not only compromise the quality, but actually cost you money in the long run. Let me put some context around this for you. On average, a bug found in development costs $100. A bug found by a tester during the testing process costs $750. A bug found by you during your user acceptance testing costs $2,000. And a bug found by your customer costs $10,000. Now, I don't mean how much money it takes to fix the issue. It's a mixture of lost time, rework from developers, and retesting previously tested features. When it gets to your customer, it means loss of reputation, loss of customer, and loss of all that effort and expense it took to get someone to your product in the first place. So in short, resist the temptation to put testing on the chopping block to try to save money. It's almost guaranteed to fail. All right, so there you have it. Those are the 5 ways to cut costs for your software features. Whether you need a second opinion on your project or someone to be a sounding board for a project you're already looking into, the Spring team are here to help. So just drop us a line or comment below and we can reach out and have a chat. Also, remember to hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you found this video helpful. See you next time.